Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to another episode of Time with Amma Peters, right here on Gosa GH TV. My name is Dada James. Stay tuned. Well, I hope you can attest to the fact that the past episodes with Mrs. Peters has been very intriguing, insightful, and of course, educative. Mommy, we are glad to have you here once again.
Thank you very much.
What do you have for us today?
Well, actually, I didn't have anything for you, but as we met along the line since I've been I think we have something for you. We are going to explore today with the help of my daughter here, consciousness, what it means in the Ewe language, and how we can get into it and make use of it for our lives.
So why consciousness?
Well, consciousness is a very big word in psychology, and of late, a lot of people are talking about consciousness. So, my question is, do you actually know what? Well, I know it in English, but I didn't know it in Ewe until when she said it, and I was like, oh my God, this is something we have to talk about. Yes.
Okay. So let's.
Well, as far as I now understand from my friends here, Jennifer, consciousness is called in Ewe Ditinya to explain NG in Ewe is the heart. Tina is like to talk,
Okay.
to voice out. Nya is the word.
Okay.
So it means that connects to the heart will tell you what is in the movement. Correct?
Okay. So how do we use this in our daily lives?
From what I understand, I can only talk for myself. We are always at crossroads.
Okay.
In situations, it means you don't know, do you go left or do you go right? Are you going to do wrong? Are you going to do good? Most of the time, we don't know what we do.
Okay.
So in a state of vacuum, a state of confusion.
Okay, dilemma.
Wonderful. So what I'm here, I'm from our forefathers. They knew that and they said it to you. So you listen to your heart talk to you.
Okay.
And then you take action. That's what I understood. Yeah.
Okay. And so how do we use this to run our daily lives? If you listen to your heart talks to you.
Yes.
What happens?
Well, I think, from what I knew earlier on, I think one of the greatest tools by deduction to teaching will be patience. It means in everything you do, you need to be patient. So you can allow yourself the space with patience so that teaching can work. I think if you're always in speed, it will be talking but you will not hear it. So I think patience is part of consciousness. It's a tool of consciousness.
Okay. Now, do you think that consciousness, everyone has it?
Well, from psychology, yes. From psychology, everyone has it. Everyone should have that. Otherwise, we don't know how to even behave here. But we have forgotten it, that we have it. And I think that's why we suffer, because we think we have to be looking for solutions here and there. But there's something in us, embedded in us, which tells us which direction to go. We have the positive, we have the negative, we have the good, we have the bad. And if you are patient with some humility and simplicity and modesty, then that thing will definitely talk to you and you will know which direction to take.
Right. That's another insightful statement right there coming from Mrs. Peters. This is still Gosa GH TV.
The whole thing going on with Gosa TV is for me, as much as I can, or as little as I can, to reintroduce us to our own language.
Okay.
That is the aim of my work with Gosa. That since colonialism, since our Ghana today, we have been using the English language for so many things. And we have neglected a lot of wisdom that is within our own languages. So this podcast is always about the African language, the Ghanaian languages, in this case, the Ewe language. So I'm an explorer myself. I'm not somebody who has the answers. We are all exploring. I know the word consciousness, but for the first time in my whole life, I had the avenue of it to be from my little friend here, young friend here, Jennifer, who said to me, if consciousness in Edo is called Jitsina. I didn't know that before. So it's all an exploration. So I'm not somebody, again, who has answers. I'm an explorer. I'm a researcher, if you will. A researcher will try to find things out. So this should give people incentive to explore themselves also. How do you understand it? Or what you don't understand? So together we grow again. We are at crossroads in the world today. The world is like a sales talk everywhere, not only in Ghana, with Europe, with Ukraine, with I don't know what. And in Ghana, our financial situation is very, economic situation is very bad. So it's a halt. So I think everybody is trying to find new ways of how we can go about things. So this is maybe from Gosa TV, we have the opportunity to add our own to it, a little bit to it. So this is one of the places where we are solving things. We are giving incentives to people to explore themselves. And Jennifer has made us understand that this digital consciousness is something we all have. I think most of us, when we have forgotten that we have that. Most of us have forgotten. I would say, because we are giving our lives to teachers, maybe also to pastors, maybe to other people to take care of us. So we have forgotten to explore what we ourselves have built in us. So consciousness, as an understanding from Jennifer, is an inbuilt system where the heart and the mind meet together. In this case, the heart talks about the truth. The mind is always judging. That's what I know. Things are talking about consciousness. Consciousness is a judger. It's something it judges. It also knows truth, but it can only do it through judgment. Heart, on the other hand, does it through love. It's a judgment without being judgmental. I don't know what that makes sense.
Okay.
The heart does things. It is a judgment without being judgmental.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Consciousness, on the other hand, is strictly judgmental. So this is the only way we can find out if we are being in a situation and you are finding yourself to be judgmental, you are neglecting somebody, you are saying that is a hopeless man, you can't be better, then you must be very sure your consciousness, your mind is not working. Your mind is working. Yeah? But if the mind can be able to subdue itself to the heart, then comes what consciousness is. That's the way I understand it. The way I am understanding it. Because the mind is there, as for that mind there, you can do no other way than to make judgment.
Absolutely. The heart makes judgment without being judgmental. Okay. So in this case, the heart doesn't tell you this is good or this is bad.
I think the way the heart does it, it makes you feel good. It's a feel.
Okay.
You feel good about something, you don't feel good about it. If you make a judgment about somebody, not feel it's not good, you yourself will feel the pain. That is if you are in tune with yourself. If you are condemning somebody, that's what they are condemning happens in your own heart. So you feel the pain. You feel the pain in it. But because consciousness or the ego hasn't got a feel, you cannot depend on it because it doesn't feel it. The ego is mind, is ego. Does not feel, but the heart feels.
So, in this case, the mind and the heart, which supersedes the other?
Well, an individual question for me, I would say definitely the heart. Definitely the heart. Because the heart is in you, the mind is always looking outside. It's always looking, this is red, this is blue, this is green, this is yellow, this is smaller, this is bigger, this is not good, this is bad. So actually, the mind is the one who is making judgments. And it cannot operate without making judgments. Okay. But the heart is inside. So it works with the feel. That's why so with consciousness, when you feel it is good or it is bad. You feel it. It's not only you assume it in your head, but you really feel it. Yes.
But then again, there are people who always take bad decisions or the wrong decisions. See that their conscience is dead or what is it?
First of all, Jennifer's contribution is very good because bringing this for it means when the heart talks to you, I think it's very important to hear this because you see, most of us, the word I'm very pretty sure most of us have never heard it before. I have never heard it before. I know it in English, but I've never heard this word before. So even if I've never heard it before, I don't even know it exists. So they are just there. They are being ruled by mind. Because you have given your heart the mind to rule. So therefore you are forgotten you have such a great power. You see, all those that we're doing here, it's not because there's anybody here who knows the answers. We as Africans, we as Ghanaians, we've gone a very long journey. A journey from slavery where people came here to take our ancestors in collaboration with ourselves, took them away. Later on, we went through colonization for how many, I don't know how many years, neo-colonization, and now an imported democracy, which we don't even know what we are doing.
Imported democracy.
An imported democracy, which we have not defined ourselves yet. What kind of democracy is situated for, is good for us? I mean, democracy is just only a word. We have to fill in the content ourselves.
Okay.
We are just taking over things. So I think with the whole world now, everything that's still stuck, people have to redefine their lives. And I think one thing we have not done for a very long time is listen to what our father said. What would they say institutionally? Let's go to that because so it's not something that I have read books about or have answers about. I'm just trying to explore how our ancestors were living now, how would they success. And I'm coming to some conclusions. They regarding the silence, the way the language they give. The mountain is growing. That's what they call silence. A growing mountain. That makes me but it grows. So I come to understand that, but then they could survive on this planet because they have patience, they listened, they were humble. So I'm trying to re-identify those virtues and see whether we can use them now. This kind of trouble to that's what I'm doing.
Let's go. You spoke about innocence earlier. How does this relate to consciousness?
I think consciousness is something that has developed. Consciousness is something that developed out of somewhere. For instance, I must be able to see something to make a judgment of this and that. You understand? So it comes out of a development. Innocence was already here. It doesn't develop. It is inborn. It is like to say, how does a baby in the womb of a mother go there and come out? That's innocence. So this child is being guided by something. Well, that child is innocence itself. So innocence, the difference between innocence and consciousness. Consciousness is a product.
Okay.
Innocence is self-made. It's not self-made. It's godly.
Okay. Inborn.
Inborn. Okay. That's what the word is saying. Not godly, but inborn. But that is how does a plant grow? How does a rose flower become a rose flower? The science can tell you this and that, the biology can say this and that. Okay. But whether you know science or not, whether you're in New York or you're in Nabatini, a rose flower is a rose flower.
Okay.
Is it correct?
That is correct.
Nothing will change it because you're in New York or you're Nabatini. A rose flower will always be rich. There's nothing that will change it. So it's got its own wisdom. And that wisdom of silence. That's what I would call innocence.
Innocence.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Now, would I be wrong if I say innocence is the same as ignorance?
No. The word ignorance is self-definition. It's something You know and you deny.
Okay.
So evil has got to do with ignorance. You are saying because you have the innocence, you have the consciousness inborn as you can explain to us, but then you decide now consciously to go against it. So evil is deliberate. Whereas good is not deliberate, it's automatic. You don't have to produce good, it is what is.
So evil is man-made? Oh.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's when I'll sign it. But it doesn't mean that we should condemn people who are evil. Because from my experience, all of us can be the worst human beings. Each and every one of us, depending on the situation. The moment we think we are helpless, we are capable of doing everything. Every single human being, there's no one better. So we are not condemning them, but we are trying to look at what evil is, a wrong. The word avola, for element, there's fear in it. Avola, there's also fear. Avola is avola means be afraid. So as long as there's fear, you can only have fear if you are cut off your maker.
Okay. Okay.
But if you are sitting in your innocence, you cannot have fear. Just imagine now this child in the womb 9 months doesn't see anybody, doesn't talk to anybody, but is able to live there 9 months and then come out. What do you think is going on there?
Wow.
The child knows it is not helpless. He knows that. And that is innocence. For me. I'm not saying that, I said for me.
Oh, okay.
That's the way I would define it. And it happens to every student, not only the child. This grass, this plant is growing without knowing how it grows. So that's why I said all that we have is the not knowing. It's our own fruit. The not knowing is innocent. If you can go there, you go, I don't know. But anybody who knows will do evil. Knowing is not a good thing to do. With knowing, you can scrutinize, you can sit down, have a concept, have an idea, put it down on paper. It sounds very laudable.
Yeah.
But that's a construct. It's a construct. I mean, once you're putting on paper down the things you're talking about, look at the air you are breathing, where do you know where it comes from? So what makes you be so precise and so important about the paper? What is the relevance of it? The beard is good. How is the hair coming? So we need some handliness. We need to be modest. We need to know that something that we can't know.
Something we can't know. Okay.
And that thing that we can't know is what our innocence. And to relate to that not knowing. You see, the other language particularly, I don't know about the tree and other language, I speak of Ghana, so I also speak a tree. But the other language is more immediate. In the other language, there's not a doer. There's nobody there who is doing something.
Okay.
I'll say that you understand. Anytime the word we are talking about, the activity is the doer itself. Amarilla zozo, zozo.
Okay.
Does it make sense to you?
It makes sense.
The work works itself. There's nobody there who is doing the work. The work itself does its work. Yeah, if a word ever repeats itself, and the other popo, so podo jaja, eja. So wherever is telling you, this consciousness which is doing something that's not exist.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not a pastor. I'm just saying, look at your language yourself. There is no. So what I'm saying is that as far as every language is concerned, they don't acknowledge the ego. They do not acknowledge it.
Is it because there is no perfect word to describe it, or they are not aware of it
I
at all?
think because when they look at it, the way things happen, there was nobody there who does it. They see the tree is growing because it's growing. There's nobody there who's coming to pull the tree up and down. So anytime a word repeats itself in jaja, Zozo, Papa, Coco, the thing is that it does its own thing. So the areas inserted no innocence in the words of the language. I think it
makes much sense.
They put it in the language already. So if we can listen to this language very well, we know there's a natural activity that nobody needs you. Just that nobody is from the class, nobody is making the tree grow. It's the same thing. I don't know who's making the speech come out. But I know now, through my examination, the speech, so you are not as important as you think. And that is, you understand, that's where humbleness comes. You know that the unknown can only be that can guide you. It is the unknown that is guiding you all along. Not the known.
Yeah.
No, is it something you can relate to?
I can relate to, definitely.
Show me how you can give me a example. Talking about the anthill, it's a very good thing. I woke up this morning and was trying to find out where can you have this interview. Because I saw the anthill, I said exactly that place. Because of late, what has been occupying my mind is what is service. Okay. The notion of service. And I think that we are in a place where we live in a place of service. We are being served by everything. The sun is serving us, the rain is serving us, the wind, everybody is in service. They are all doing something. The wind is blowing, the sun is shining, the waters are flowing, the earth is carrying us. So service is something I think as Ghanaians we have to look back to. So the anthill, if you see an anthill, all of them are in service of themselves. Okay. You don't know about personal ants. Me, number one ant, me, number two ant. They do things for everybody, in the collective. So they are also something we can explore.
Now, so do you think this is one thing that is missing in us as humans?
I would say one thing that not as humans, maybe as humans, but something we as Ghanaians have forgotten. We don't see the importance of service. We see the importance of fame.
Personal glory.
Yes, we see the importance of somebody who we think is something important. But everybody here is in service. And everybody should be happy about his position. Whether you are the Okaida driver or the president of Ghana, you are in service. And you should be very conscious about that. And use it. Because it's all part of the equation. At least from science, what I know from science, we human beings breathe out carbon dioxide and the plants give us oxygen. So we are in a service to each other.
But that's true.
Absolutely. So there is nobody here, it's not your position, it's not your party politics, it's not your church that is here in service. It's the normal human being, each and one of us. And that understanding that brings everybody to some kind of equality, some kind of equilibrium, and of inner dignity. Yeah, not proud but dignified. That we are of news. We should come back to these things. I am of news because as far as my life here, I'm doing my part. So that in this times of trouble, we should remember our inner independence, our inner dignity. That because we are here because we must be here.
Interesting. Well, viewers, this is still Gusa GH TV. We're having a good dialogue here with Mrs. Ama Peters right here on Gusa GH TV. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. So you're still live on Gusa GATV. We are here having a great convo with Ama Peters. Mommy, we're having a great time here. What else do you have?
Well, we're discussing all of us.
Econ the musician. Okay.
On how America has a very good to be the best country in the world. And the question is, and he is appealing to African people to start branding themselves, to project themselves in the way that is profitable for us. So I think it's something we can really talk about.
Okay. And in this particular video, Econ, I actually watched it myself, and he made a lot of, valid points. He's speaking about how American media has been, the branding. All he said, the nutshell of it is that America has good branding. Is it something we should also, copy as the people, maybe Africans?
Well, I would say I like his podcast very much, and all that he talked about is, from my perspective, true. Africa has projected itself negatively to the world for too long, or not even neglect. They have neglected themselves too long. Yes, so that is true. I would say so too. Only Econ should revise what he said, because we are not ready to copy the West today. We are not going to do it the way they did it. We have followed them too long. So this time, whether they project themselves this way, that we are not doing their way. So we take time to define the way we want to project ourselves.
Not because they are doing it that way, we should also follow suit.
And don't forget that, for me, what is very important is that African nations, it has taken us years to fight for the media to food.
Okay.
Yes, because we are used to dictators in Africa, we are used to presidents who can sit here for so many years, where the press has been suppressed. So we have fought a very long battle for the press to become free. Okay,
let me chip this in. So it means that we've not been able to project our image better because the media is suppressed here in Africa.
No, I'm saying that Econ mentioned how the press is free in Africa to bring negative stuff outside.
Okay.
Which of what doesn't do, which I agree. But the thing is that we cannot, for instance, copy America because we have fought long for our media to be free to talk.
Okay.
Because of the way our political past has been, we have dictators here.
Yeah.
People have been jailed because they make noise, they say their noise. And the African media has worked very, very hard to get to where we are now.
Okay.
So we're not going to say now they should shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not going to say because Americans shut up, we're telling our media also to shut up. Because we have done a whole lot of work to bring the media to where it is today.
Okay.
So I don't know the solution. But I would say that what Econ is not realizing is he wants the good, but he still suggests we should copy what the Americans are doing. And I'm saying no to that. We should copy nobody. We are not here. We are not good people because people see us good.
Okay.
We are good when we are able to feed our family. We are good when we have jobs for our people. We are good when we have to take care of elderly people. We are good when our cities are clean. We are not good because of white man says we are good. That's not our problem.
Okay.
Or the world says we are good. No, we are good because we can take care of our elderly people, of our sick people. I think that's where our concentration is.
So the opinion of the world shouldn't matter to us?
At all.
Okay.
Absolutely no. But I want to know how you see it. For me, it doesn't matter to me. Of course, I have the opportunity to live in the world for so long.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I also think so. But then don't you think it's about time our media also, reduce the negatives and then, do more of the positive sides?
I like what Econ says here. He says, nobody puts your family stuff outside. The media should not see themselves as the ones who are talking. They are part of us. They should start seeing themselves as Ghanaians, as we are. We are one people.
Okay.
They should not see themselves as people who are outside the family and they are talking about the family. I think that's something the media has forgotten. If they can remind themselves they are part of the Ghana they are talking about. So when they are talking about the negative of Ghana, they are talking about themselves. And so we should remind them about.
Unlike the West that has powerful media houses like I mean, the BBC, the CNNs, and the rest. Do you think, Africans also have these powerful media houses that can equally project our image out there?
The thing is, you see, I think it's very wrong when you are projecting and you're looking at another.
Okay.
No, Africa alone is enough for itself.
Okay.
We are not here to serve the West. We are here to serve our people. Forget the West and whatever they want, whether they are this or that. Because in the midst of all that, what I really left on a concert was the American musicians, the rappers who come with their Rolls Royce and the Bentleys. But at the end, they call the Uber. But the Nigerian actors, they own the car.
Okay.
And this is in Africa. And the thing is, my brother, whether the West wait or not, that's the way it is.
That's what it is.
So who cares whether they know it or not?
We don't care.
We don't care. We know the Bentley, the guy, the rapper owns the car. And he knows he owns it. That's the end of the story.
So, do you also think we've lost our identity as a people due to the influence of the West?
Absolutely. 100%. Listen, I've lived in the West or in Europe for over 40 decades. I have never met a young German who tells me he's going to live in another country. But 9 out of 10 Ghanaian children I know want to go to Australia.
Well, I think this is because of our situation here.
What is our situation?
Poverty, social issues, and a lot of things that are drawing us back. So we think all is rosy over there. We would like to go and
let me ask you a question. I'm not trying to defend us, but let me see. Whether you from Abatime or wherever you come from, Butia or Batoy or where,
Sokole.
Whether you eat maize, that you pluck from the farm and cook and eat, or you eat cornflakes, which is better?
I prefer my organic maize.
Well, so that the West has conflicts and you have maize. So what do you say is better? So you have to start looking at the thing actually what is happening. Hello?
Yeah.
We eat maize, we cook it and we eat with coconut. We eat it with coconut. And they use some maize, they do, and they bring it, pack it to you and you buy. And you call that one rich and you call yours poverty.
Interesting. So, Mommy, what's the way forward for us as a people?
Go back to your traditions, go back to your language, see yourselves as human beings and not as Africans.
Wow. You've heard it all. Lovely viewers, this is where we draw down the curtains on today's episode with Ama Peters. There has been a wonderful time with her. We had a lot of education, insight, and it's been entertaining as well. So this is Gosa GHTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also follow us on Facebook at Gosa GHTV. My name is Dada James. Thanks for watching.